least 250,000 species of flowering plants have been discovered and named so far. And within this bewildering diversity, flowers come in all shapes, colours and sizes. But what are the very biggest flowers on Earth? This is the talipot palm, Corypha umbraculifera. This palm produces the largest flowerscape in the world, which can grow up to 8 meters long and have literally millions of tiny flowers along its length. While this is impressive, the flowers are very small, so I think we can do better in our search for the world's largest flowers. There are many ways to classify blooms. Some are single flowers that grow alone, while others consist of lots of small flowers that together make up a unified floral structure. In terms of single flowers, the biggest in the world belong to the parasitic plants called Rafflesia that grow in the rainforests of Asia. I'm in West Sumatra, Indonesia, on the search for giant Rafflesia blooms of the forest. These amazing flowers were discovered 200 years ago, but they flower so infrequently that they're still relatively little known. For the last week, I've been sending guides and porters in all directions through the jungle to try and look for developing flowers and to talk to villagers to see if there's any blooms open. And so far, every single one has come back negative. However, late last night, one contact came back and said there's a flower open in this forest. And it's not just any Rafflesia, it's the biggest of all, Rafflesia arnoldii, the largest member of the genus and arguably the biggest flower on Earth. And it's in bloom just over here. I have dreamt of seeing this giant flower in the wild for years. But Rafflesia blooms are rare and so not easy to find. Wow! Look at this! This is Rafflesia arnoldii, the biggest single flower on Earth. And let's measure it. It's about 65, 70 centimeters across. They can get a little bigger. They're often known to be about 80 to 85 centimeters, and some reports suggest even over a meter in diameter. But still, it's an amazing flower, and it's meant to resemble a dead corpse. But it has a rather disgusting secret. Rafflesia flowers mimic the rotting bodies of dead animals. You can see it consists of 5 petals that are bright orange and warty. This is meant to resemble carrion, and inside it's got hairs like a dead corpse of some animal. And if I smell it, it's got a strong smell of rotting meat. It's quite incredible. This plant has an amazing life cycle. It's actually a parasite. It has no leaves. It exists as a network of fibrous tissues within a vine called the tetrastigma vine. And once in a while, buds develop. The buds develop over about 9 months to a year and then suddenly burst open, forming this incredible bloom. But the bloom itself lasts for only about 6 to 7 days, then it dies and rots. In exactly the same forests of Sumatra, there grows another giant flower, which is even harder to see than Rafflesia. This plant is called Amorphophallus titanum, or the Titan arum lily. The enormous flowers of this species are bigger than those of Rafflesia. But it's not a single flower, rather it's made up of lots of little blooms. Like Rafflesia, the giant flowers of the Titan arum also only last a few days, then they wither and die. I have waited my whole life to see this giant flower in bloom in the wild, and I can hardly contain myself with excitement searching for it. And there it is, the Titan arum lily. And it absolutely stinks. I can already smell it from here. Let's go check it out. Wow! Just look at size of this thing. This is bigger than I ever imagined. This bit here in the middle is called the spadix, and it works just like a giant chimney. It releases scent, and if you smell it closely, it absolutely stinks, just like rotting meat or rotting fish, and it's actually known locally here in Indonesia as the corpse flower. This chimney heats up on its own. It actually releases heat and removes the scent into the air and helps spread it up just like a chimney. And that's extremely important because the nearest open flower like this might be kilometers away. So it's crucial for the flower to get its scent far and wide to attract pollinators.